Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and we thank you for joining us on this Friday, April 29th. We have an informative show for you today. We'll be getting an update from our city administrator, Kris Busse, for the city of Owatonna, and then later on we'll be on location walking the architecture of Owatonna with Nancy Vaillancourt. Today is Friday, so we want to give special recognition to our sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Anytime Fitness, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Carlson, Branstead and Company CPAs, ERA, Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Business Incubator, SignPro and Auto Trim Design, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Triam Graphics, and TPS Insurance. And we hope you'll support these fine Owatonna businesses that support the Owatonna Today Show. Please say thanks to them when you see them out and about, because of them, this show can continue. And then we're always looking for new sponsors or supporters of the show. If you are a business and would like more information about becoming a sponsor, please contact our producer, Leanne T, at 390-5751. Well, we will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Greetings from the Steele County Historical Society. We invite you to visit us and enjoy your county's history at the History Center and Village of Yesteryear. Check our website for current exhibits and monthly programs.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I play the Cheshire Cat.
And I'm Whitney, and I play the Red Queen in LTO's curtain production of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, directed by Sandy Hardy Hagen and sponsored by Federated Insurance.
Performances of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland will be held Friday and Saturday, April 29th and 30th at 7:30 p.m., with the matinee on Sunday, May 1st at 2 p.m.
And again, the following Thursday through Saturday, May 5th, 6th, and 7th at 7:30 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org. Don't miss LTO's production of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And I'm here visiting with our city administrator, Kris Busse, and she brought along with her Mary Jo Knudson from Parks and Rec. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Kris, why don't you start us off? Just
Sure.
tell a little bit about yourself.
Well, I thought today we would talk about, since it's spring and the weather is turning really nice, that it's time to talk about golf and Brooktree Golf. So there's a number of new things going on out at the course we're very excited about, and I brought the woman who can tell us the most about that, and she does a great job out there. So.
Hi, Mary Jo. Why don't you introduce yourself and what your title is with Parks and Rec?
I'm Mary Jo Knudson, and I am a Recreation Superintendent with Owatonna Parks and Recreation, which is a little bit of everything, but in the summer you're really going to see me out at Brooktree Golf Course quite a lot.
So you hit the grass running in the springtime, correct?
We do. As soon as the snow is gone, we start getting those phone calls asking if we've got tee times available. So yeah, we're getting things ready out there for sure.
Well,
so
good. Tell a little bit about you. How long have you been with the Parks and Rec?
Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years actually this next month, so very soon. Okay. I'll have my 3-year anniversary with Owatonna Park and Rec.
And you seem to be a smile on your face and really enjoy it. What's your favorite thing to do? What's your favorite part of your job?
I love the variety in my job. You never have the same day twice when you're working with Park and Rec. The amount of calls we get are absolutely amazing, and the diversity of the calls we get are pretty interesting too. So if it's anything from dogs parks to trails to writing grants to the golf course to the water park to tennis and fitness, senior place, you have to know a little bit about everything that's going on rather than just your area, and that's what I find a lot of fun.
Because you're all a team over there.
We most certainly are.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's focus on Brooktree since you're really focusing on that this summer. What are some things you'd like to share with the viewers that's going to be happening out at Brooktree?
Well, one of the things that you're going to see first when you walk in that's different is we do contract with Masters Bar and Grill now for all of our food and beverage service. One thing we discovered over the last year or so is that 95% of all municipal golf courses contract out their food and beverage. So we want to provide our golfers with the best amount of golf things that we can do and let somebody else take care of the food and beverage service, which, as you saw on Wednesday, Tim and Anna are doing an absolutely great job of sorry. They're doing a great job of the food and beverage service out at Brooktree. So we're very excited about that. They're doing a very good job taking care of our golfers. They've got experience in the golf course industry, so golfers are first and foremost in their mind. On our mind is our 6 different leagues that we run Monday through Thursday out at the golf course, and a lot of the charity golf tournaments that we have coming up. Young Life and the Ken By are 2 of the first ones that are coming up, and they're awfully big ones, so we definitely hit the ground running for tournament season. But this year we're very excited, partially because of that partnership that we can let somebody else do food and beverage, and then we can do some pretty fun golf things. June 7th happens to be National Women's Golf Day, and we have a brand new event called Wine, Women, and Golf. For the very beginner golfer or the non-golfer, we want to get more women coming out to the course, and coming out to the golf course might be a little intimidating sometimes. So we are going to have 3 non-golfers go out with 1 experienced golfer. It's not lessons. We just want to have it fun. You'll learn a little bit of etiquette, just knowing who hits the ball first and some things like that.
The key word in that was wine. So who gets the wine? The more experienced that are putting up
the beginner golfer.
Oh,
the beginner golfer does. And that's one of the things that we can do in partnership with Masters is provide that. But we're going to only play 3 holes. You learn a little bit of etiquette, and then you come back and you have a glass of wine when you're done with your round.
Wow, what a fun way to meet people.
Yeah, we also have Daddy and Me or Mommy and Me, which could be Grandma and Me and Grandpa and Me as well, for ages 3 to 6. Normally you don't have anybody under 10 out on our golf course, but if you're getting tired of using those plastic clubs around the yard, bring them on out. We're going to do another little 3-hole thing, and we're going to have somebody walk along with them so the kids start to learn a little bit of golf etiquette. Bring your own plastic or junior clubs out on the big course, and when you're done, we're going to have a hot dog and chips for both mom and the golfer, dad and the golfers.
Is that a new event this year?
That's a brand new event this year, yep.
Wow, have you seen, do 3-year-olds really come out with golf clubs? I have a 3-year-old granddaughter. I just can't imagine.
It's new. It's new, and we're giving it a try. So,
okay.
And also we've got a new junior scramble. It's a 2-person tournament with part of Owatonna's Weekend Out. We're doing a junior tournament in the morning and what we're calling a Caddyshack tournament in the afternoon, a totally for fun 2-person scramble in the afternoon for adults. And our junior scramble is just going to be 9 holes as well as the adult one in the afternoon. So we will still have open golf available on 1-9 during that tournament. August 27th, that weekend, we're going to have a Big Cup weekend. We're going to have a new tournament on Saturday that's open to the public, and then Sunday the BGA always runs their Brooktree Golf member Big Cup event that time. Looking at fall, we're looking at music on the patio, and we have a couple of acts already locked in. We have Walter's Wheelhouse coming, which is a duo. We've got Becky Bornicke coming with her keyboard, and we have Mariah Miller, if you know the Miller sisters from the area. And she's coming along with Becky Bornicke, and they're doing a piano bar type situation. So when you get done golfing, then you can come and relax on the patio and listen to a little bit of music by the fire pit.
And I didn't realize, but they also have a fire pit out there.
We do have a fire pit out there. It's really nice for those summer evenings. And we're still working on dates, but we're looking at getting a tin cup out there and having a movie on the patio as well. So we'll run a golf special and a movie on that same day. So we've got a lot of new things going on out at Brooktree this year.
And it is a real beautiful venue, and the city does a great job. I know I've had people from out of town visit here, and they're just so surprised to find out that that's a community golf course run by Parks and Rec. So hats off to you. I think you do a wonderful job.
Thank you. The grounds crew is amazing. They do a great job. So.
Yeah. Okay, Kris, can we switch to you a little
Sure
bit?
Sure can.
What things do you have to share with us about your job in city administrator? What's happening about?
Well, we've got a lot going on. Maybe just give you a quick update on on I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
No, on Bubba's Bar.
Okay.
You know, we've had the auction going on, and to date, we've raised an additional $1,500 for that, selling some of those items that were in the former Bubba's Bar. The sale is ongoing, so there will be different items coming throughout. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. A+ auctions, watch that. We've been showing it a lot, the property. So we're hopeful we're going to get somebody in there fairly soon. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's $1,500 ahead of the game.
That's right.
Just by selling little
things that were already
memorabilia
there.
and things.
Yep.
Can you tell us what is there's some additions going on here in some buildings, I know.
Well, it's been exciting spring. We've seen a lot of growth in our business community as well. Cybex is planning a sizable addition to their current facility. They were recently purchased by Lifetime Fitness, and so we're working with them through a tax increment financing vehicle to assist them in their expansion plans. We're excited about that. ProPet is another company in town that's doing an addition that we're assisting them in tax increment financing as well.
Okay, great. Quickly, could you share with us what's going on at JC Pavilion? How's that going?
We're winding up there. We're almost finished with that beautiful pavilion. It was a lot of work for our crew. Stretched them pretty thin, but it's nearing the end now, and now with all of the regular spring duties, it's kind of been hard to get everything finished and done, but we're almost there, and we'll have a big grand opening. It's going to be beautiful.
And quickly, the challenges for the city for spring, what are we looking at?
Well, you know, everything happens at once. We have to get the picnic tables out, and the parks opened up, and, you know, the grass is getting long now. We'll have to start maintaining that, so it's, you know, kind of getting to everything, cleaning up from the winter, that sort of thing.
And it is beautiful, and we appreciate all you do, your hard work to make our city look beautiful and fiscal, and all the things you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. We'll be on location, actually, an architectural tour with Nancy Vaillancourt. So you want to join us later. Please stay with us.
Looking for that perfect birthday party idea for your child? I have exactly what you're looking for, a pool or gym party at the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. Hi, this is Brad. Contact me today at 774-7102 to schedule the party every child will love. Birthday party packages are available year-round. West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Glenn Mager.
And I'm Michael Mager with the Brick Mager Funeral Home and the Medford Funeral Home. At Brick Mager, we are privileged to have served the families of Steele County community for 118 years.
Whether you choose traditional burial or cremation, we promise the tribute your loved one deserves with the peace of mind that you require.
We are proud to be part of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And what a beautiful day we have here. And we're down at Central Park at the fountain, and we're visiting with Nancy Vaillancourt, who's our little local historian. And we're going to be visiting some of the architecture here in our wonderful town. Nancy, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Why don't you share with our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I am not a native Owatonnan. I know that's terrible, but I grew up in Winona, and I've been here in Owatonna for over 30 years. And I work at the Owatonna Public Library part-time and now full-time at the Blooming Prairie Library. So it's been, I just have enjoyed getting to feel like this is home to me and my family.
Well, good, and we're glad you made it your home. Tell us a little bit about your passion for history and how you got started. I know in the past you've been involved with some collaborative efforts to raise funds for the Historical Society, and you give architectural tours. So why don't you share how you got started in that?
Okay, I began by doing my own family history, so I've always loved history. But here in Owatonna specifically, I was approached by Sylvan Durbin of the Owatonna Arts Center, and he asked if I would consider putting together information about homes for a possible home tour. And this was when my youngest was a baby, and that was 25 years ago. So it's been I've gathered a lot of information over the years. It kind of expanded. I went from doing just homes to the downtown area, and then to just interesting stories of the whole county.
I know downtown here we have one famous architect person, and that was
Lewis Sullivan for the Farmers National Bank.
Okay, yep. And that is now
Wells Fargo.
Okay. You're going to take us on a walk today, and we're going to share a few of the architectural wonders of our town. But first, we're here in Central Park. What little history can you give us on Central Park?
When the city was being platted in 1855, the owners of the land did not really want a park here. They just wanted to be able to sell the land for more business. But the man who was a surveyor was from New England, and he insisted that there be a central park that people could come and gather in. And so the accounts say they argued an afternoon, and some say they argued for 2 days. But either way, Edwin Dowd was the one who got his way, and thanks to him, we have this lovely Central Park.
And it's used for the purpose that he always intended.
It is.
It's a beautiful.
It still is really the center of downtown.
It's very striking, and when you come to Owatonna for the first time and you see our little park, you really are impressed.
Yes.
We're going to see some other buildings. What's the first building we're going to see next?
We're going to look at the Steele County Courthouse.
Okay, should we get going?
Yes, please.
Nancy, we've walked over now and we're in front of the courthouse. Why don't you share with the viewers a little bit about this particular building?
This is actually the second Steele County Courthouse. The first one had been built on the east side of the First Baptist Church. And some people remember that as the kindergarten building, and then later the Chamber of Commerce. That has been torn down, and there's just a plaque where that was. But in 1891, Steele County decided that they wanted to show that they really were an up-and-coming community and area, so they built this much more impressive Richardsonian Romanesque courthouse. It comes complete with the rounded towers plus the clock tower, and then in the niche on the front of the building are the figures of representing law, mercy, and justice. And if you'll notice, Justice does not have her scales anymore, so that's my next project.
It's trying to get the scales back.
Replaced, yes.
Oh, that'd be good.
The courthouse itself right now is only used for court services. In the past, it had also been the place for all the county offices to be held. And unfortunately, the front stairs aren't used any longer, but we have some wonderful pictures of soldiers sitting on the front steps getting ready to go off to war, or the Women's Temperance Union sitting there ready to protest that they did not want alcohol in the county.
Interesting. Yeah. And here we stand in 2016.
Yes. And here it's still there, too.
Now we're going to venture over and see another building. And what is that?
The National Farmers Bank, or Wells Fargo Bank.
Okay, shall we?
Please.
Okay, Nancy, we've relocated here in front of the Wells Fargo, but also formerly known as
the National Farmers Bank.
Okay, could you give us a little history on this building?
Yes, the National Farmers Bank had this area as a location, and they saw other banks that were being built in the area. So Carl Bennett, one of my favorite people in Owatonna, just instead of having just a local architect build a building that would have looked like any other bank in any other town, contacted Louis Sullivan in Chicago. And in 1906, he came here and sat in Central Park and sketched what he could picture. And people come from around the world to see the bank. I've met people from Germany, from Japan, and then several groups from the United States that have traveled specifically to see the bank. It's considered one of the best examples of prairie school architecture. And when you look at the bank, it's the main building, it looks like a treasure box, and that's what Sullivan intended, that it would look like a strong area that people would feel confident to put their money in. And we have, of course, the stained glass windows up above, a lot of terracotta decoration that includes the letter B. The B is not for bank, it's for Bennett, for the family.
Oh, wow. Now, you mentioned prairie style. For those that are new to architecture or don't really dwell in it, but want to admire the bank, could you explain what that is?
Prairie school architecture goes to the colors of the prairie, to scenes that you would see on the prairie. So the bank has been, it has the browns, the natural colors, blue, green, but also the window itself has been represented as the setting of the sun or the rising of the sun on the prairie.
Okay. And when was this building constructed?
It was completed in 1908.
Okay. You have another building you'd like us to see. What building is that?
The Zamboni building on North Cedar Street.
Let's go take a look with that.
Great.
Nancy, we've just relocated a couple blocks down from the bank. And what building are we in front of at this moment?
We're in front of the Zamboni building. And it's not the ice machine people. There was the Zamboni family had a sporting goods store here. And they repaired rifles and bicycles. And the building only went a short direction over this way. But then in later years, they started to sell Dodge automobiles. So they needed more of a showroom, so then they expanded and went further to the north in the building. And at that same time, then they covered the building with marble and with terracotta, making it a very unusual building for a small town Midwestern city. It's been described by people as having an Italian style to the building itself. If you notice the little Romeo and Juliet balcony above our heads, the Zamboni sisters, Edith and Jean, remember standing up there watching parades go by here on Cedar Avenue.
Now, was this building built? What year?
The first building was built in the 1800s, but then in 1920, when they started to sell the automobiles, they refaced it and then added on the next section.
Okay, so this design, did they have the front designed, or?
They did, and it was designed by Jacobson and Jacobson architects who had been born and raised in Owatonna, and they also designed the Owatonna Public Utility Building and Federated's original offices downtown.
Okay, and we had a truck pass by. What was the name of the architect again?
Jacobson and Jacobson.
Okay, and then these pieces, were they done by them, or?
No, they were shipped in, but they had drawn up the plans for what they wanted to see on the building.
Do you know if they were brought in from Europe or not?
I believe it was from Chicago. That was kind of the terracotta, that's where the decorations for the bank also came from. There was a large business there.
I know when you walk down and you look here and from the back, you almost wonder if it wasn't some of the same architecture, because there's slight resemblance.
There is. Jacobson and Jacobson were really sent, they were kind of tutored by C.I. Buxton because he loved the bank building so much. So he wanted to have his offices, Federated, look a bit like the bank. Okay. And so then they kind of went with that style in this building.
Well, you've just given us a little taste of what we can see here, and you're doing tours with the community education. So would you give the information on that?
Yes, there'll be tours, the downtown area, and then also of the residential area, which we didn't touch on today. Those are available through the community ed office, and they are Monday evenings in June. But we also have something else that we're starting with the Main Street, Owatonna, the second Saturday of each month we'll be having tours that are free, that you just meet at the fountain at 10 a.m. and we'll go on a brief walking tour of the downtown.
And that's on the second Saturday?
It is.
Okay.
We also have the historic walking tour that's available for those to pick up at the chamber office.
Okay, great. Thanks for taking your time and educating us on Owatonna.
Thank you.
We will take a short break to hear a message from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
I'm Deb Gillard. And I'm Shaw McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Assisted Living and Memory Care,
where we provide optimum living activities to keep our residents engaged in life.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson, the owner of Anytime Fitness, where we make getting healthy affordable and convenient. Anytime Fitness is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We have some community announcements to share with you. Little Theater of Owatonna's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland opens April 29th. It'll also show on the 30th, May 5th, 6th, and 7th at 7:30 p.m. The matinee, there is a matinee on May 1st at 2 p.m. Also, the LTO ticket box office opens Monday, April 25th. Good Shepherd Church is holding a supper and a variety show on Saturday, April 30th. The hot dog and toppings buffet supper will be at 5:30 with the variety show beginning at 6:30. Proceeds from this fundraiser will be used to finish the gathering area. The church is located at 2500 7th Avenue Northeast. Tickets are available at the church office. If you get them in advance, they're $6. If you purchase at the door, it is $7. And auditions for Little Theater of Owatonna's summer play, Grease, will be held from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, April 30th, and Tuesday, May 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. at the LTO stage, Merrill Hall at the West Hills Complex. For more information, call Director Craig Berg at 507-676-0098. May 2nd is the deadline date to submit nominations for the Steele County Livestock Hall of Fame. Induction of the Hall of Fame inductees will take place on Tuesday afternoon, August 16th at the Steele County Fair. Nomination forms are available at the fair office or on the fair website at www.scff.org. And the Owatonna Arts Center will host the 64th Annual Steele County Art Exhibition in May. All artists 18 years or older who are residents of Steele County or members of the Arts Center are eligible to exhibit the artworks. Artist applications are available at the Arts Center during regular business hours, 1 to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Applications must be received by May 3rd, and the following media may be shown: oil, watercolor, acrylic, pencil, pen, ink, hand-pulled prints, charcoal, pastel, crayon, sculpture, and clay. Well, that wraps up our announcements for today, and we want to be sure and extend an invitation for you to join us on Monday when we'll be visiting with Leanne T from Eat Well Nutrition Therapy. And then we'll also, later on in that show, we'll be visiting with Maureen Schloblum for Steele County Clothesline Fundraiser. So you won't want to miss Monday's show. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.